This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, hey.
Hey.
Hey, boy, so, last recording, you were bringing up Daichi and everything to me, right?
Yeah, because hey.
Yeah, right, that was the hooded person. I did not realize that hooded person was Daichi until this episode. Yeah. I legitimately thought that was a new character that literally showed out of nowhere. Because he was wearing the hood, and it was actually impossible to tell that was Daichi.
It looked like he played with his mom's makeup.
Mm-hmm. Boy, that is fucking Boy, hey, I can't tell if this is like a budgetary reason, and they're like, it's like, okay, this is the best we're gonna give. We're gonna give your art. Hey, look,
it's clearly he's corrupted by the Jamato.
Boy,
that's what that means.
The paint on his face is so bad looking, right? It's not like It's not like when Buffa was getting plantified, right? Right? They had like. Right, I thought they could even poison Ivy-ish him,
Yeah,
right?
but they with Buffa it looked like he was he was having a bad rash of grass shit stuck on him. This is just they literally just took a bunch of makeup and smeared it all over his face.
This is good enough. We ran out of money for the show because we have to use it to spend on new suits, right?
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, we can't get you a new suit.
Yeah, so we're just gonna smear this on your faces, and we're gonna.
You're gonna have to do the best with what you got.
Right? 3K.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Kamen Rider Geats, episode 40, Creation II, Tycoon's Awakening. Right?
Yeah,
boy,
sure.
Hey, so as you know, we've been talking about Kawa in this season, right? Him as a character.
Yeah.
Right, so watching this episode, right, it occurs to me that in the opening shot, we always see him with a stupid backpack and everything, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess we do.
Right, and it occurs to me that we have actually never seen him wear a backpack. This backpack.
I don't know that can't be true.
No, the only time we ever see him with this fucking backpack was in the stupid Geats Revice movie featuring Kamen Rider Ryuki. When he talks
right, at the end when he talks to Ryuki. I mean, did he not have it at the beginning of the show?
I don't think he ever had. No, because at the beginning he was wearing a stupid suit, right? Because he went to a job interview, and they're like,
but was he wearing it when he went? I want to say he might have had it
No, I don't
eating.
As I was
when he went to the soba place,
it occurred to me that we actually never seen Kawa wear this backpack, of him being this optimistic young guy, right? He has his little backpack on, right? It's his first day.
He's ready to greet the world.
Yeah, his first day of school, right? He's gonna earn his Hope the Elderly Bat Cross the Street badge, right? He's gonna put on his
realized
he's gonna have his sister sew it onto his little sash and everything.
I just realized, speaking of inconsistencies with Kawa, hey, remember? So, this might have been. I think this was in the second reboot, but the first time that Kawa actually participated in the game. He had a job for a second.
Yeah, right. Wasn't
he was working for the soba guy.
Yeah.
And then we reset again after he lost, and he was just trying to play the lottery and lost his job, I guess. What the fuck, actually? I just realized that, they completely, just for the sake of, I guess, making him sadder, decided to take away his job that he got. Because they needed him to, because they're like, we can't fix the, he's broke and sad, plot line of him. As his part of his character.
Within a financial sense, Not broke as in a mental state, not yet.
Not yet. No, we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that. But
I'm just saying, that, I just realized that, they had this totally fine, and then, he had solved that whole problem, and now he's all I have is the game and my sister, and I sure hope nothing happens to my sister.
Yeah, look, she's the only person I have,
Yeah,
right?
she's the last thing tethering me to this fucking chaotic world that I live in.
Yeah, but don't worry. H says, "Hey, look, don't worry. Here, I'll give you your ID cores back. Welcome back."
Yeah, you guys said that you guys want to come back to my house, and I've got snacks and cookies for everybody.
Yeah. Hey, look. I'm inviting you guys over. You know, right? Only the guys.
Got enough.
You know, right?
He's got enough to share with the class. Okay.
Right. Hey, look. Yeah. No girls though, right? Except Sumari.
Yeah. All the girls. I mean, except for Sumari.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Ignore my sister hanging out with us. My sister will hang out with us, but it'll be cool.
My parents says they need. She's here to watch us. You know, right?
Yeah.
To make sure we don't burn the house down, and that she can use their credit cards to order pizza for us later tonight. You know, right? Yeah. Hey, then meanwhile, hey, look, the Neon Ghost reconciles with her mom. Very loosely, she said, "Hey, you know, hey."
Yeah, she decides to go see her mom because she's like, I figured you'd be having a hard time after Dad got sent to jail for the whole government conspiracy to hide a death game thing.
Yeah, and then you finding out that your real daughter is dead, and I'm just
all in the process of like getting a daughter that he can manipulate for like monetary and social gain, and also for like to have a like leg up in I guess negotiations with fucking goddamn future people, business partners, and the government and all that.
There's no he's going to bribe congressmen than future people, you know, right?
Yeah. Right? The congressman of the future.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, Neon's mom was like, "Hey, please stay with me.
Yeah.
It's really sad."
Yeah, hey, oh boy, man. You're right. Oh man, it is so rough without Dad. But now that you're here, you can never leave me, and you can stay here and be my nice little dolly. You never leave, and it'll be fine, and I'll be nice and happy.
Look, you can have your purpose of being of being my fake daughter again. You know, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, look, I have an apartment. So I asked, look, I went online and someone helped me figure out how to buy an apartment. We're going furniture shopping later today.
I got a friend that's gonna help me figure out my life. I don't need you anymore, Mom. I have this friend, and nothing bad will ever happen to her.
Yeah, yeah, it is the first female friend I have ever made. Hold on, technically second female friend.
So long as I have a friend, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what Neon's often doing.
And then Kayla goes back to Sarah, and she's like, "Really? You went back to the death game?" And he's like, "Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to keep standing."
Look, they said I get dental, you know, and I get like.
No. They told me I wouldn't get. They just said I could get some credits. I could get some fucking. They said I'd get paid in exposure. It's gonna be great exposure for my brand. Also, like. I mean, the thing is, if it weren't for the fact that this is such, like, an obvious, like, bad idea for Kayla... Like, okay, let me put it this way. If it weren't for the fact that there's so many fucking death flags around Sarah, specifically because Kekura is trying to, like, fuck over Kayla, and also Daichi's trying to fuck over Kayla... Which we still never really explained why he's so goddamn dead set on fucking over Kayla.
Look, don't worry, just wait for the Geats Extra to come out, you know, right?
Don't
worry, they haven't announced anything revolving. There's been no new announcement, right, in any more spin-off media, right?
I don't think that any of that would ever fucking, like, unless they want to pull, like, a Tokyo Revengers and be like, well, actually, you forgot about me, but you bullied me back in, you stole my girlfriend in elementary school, and it's like, I've literally never met this man before in my life, and I don't know why you're trying to kill me and everybody that I love.
Oh, fuck, you think this is gonna be like a fuck, what was that dude's name in the season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! During the Kaiba Cup?
Yeah. Fucking Von Schrouder or what? Siegfried Von Schrouder or whatever.
You remember like how Kaiba ruined his life? Because Kaiba went to Pegasus first? You think it's like something like that?
Or it's gonna be, well, I mean, it's like that, or it's gonna be like fucking, like, it's not even gonna be that, it doesn't even have to be that much of a stretch, it's just like, fucking season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! When they interrupted Battle City to go to the virtual world, and they're like, Kaiba has another brother? I never knew it. We've never had this brought up before. And why does he mysteriously look like Kaiba from the original series?
He's a big fan of biblical allegory, even though he likes to summon Japanese mythology for some reason.
Yeah.
He has a really weird conflicting state of
it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff to do with an arc, but a lot of stuff to do with Shinto religion as well.
I guess the ship will pass through the Torii Gate as the world gets flooded. You know.
As the three holy relics are put together to keep the peace.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Amaterasu and Jesus Christ will shake hands and be friends.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hey,
the point is just
Sarah's gonna go get a job. You know, she's like, hey, look,
Sarah's gonna get a job. She'll do enough work for the two of us.
While you go be in your death game, I'll get us money so that you can die. You know.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to give you those stupid anime bandage somehow. You know, right? Put them on your little nose and everything.
Yeah. Put them on your chin, on your cheek, and that. Putting a Band-Aid famously heals all punches. All blunt force trauma can be solved with a Band-Aid. Mm-hmm. Anyway, hey, Kekra and Baraba get approached by our great and awesome new game master, Jito and fucking and Samus.
Mm-hmm.
Samus.
Yeah.
Look, Jeet is growing on me. As a game master, because we've now found, I think, the happy medium between meme lord and a person that could throw down. Mm-hmm. But the real thing for me is Kekra, who refuses to stand on.
Real quick, I found out stuff, or at least a certain sub-site I go to read my news. Right? I found out that Jito portrayed Sasuke in the Naruto stage play.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense by episode 41, you know, right?
Yeah, hey, look. You don't mess with the master of power.
Some would say a baton is just like a sword, you know, and you can swing around.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, hey, you can do it.
Right? Yeah, it's like, hey, look, we're going to give you VIP membership, you know, right?
Yeah, we'll give you the platinum. I was going to say they're going to give them the platinum card, but I'm not in a mood to make jokes about credit cards and stuff.
This high tier, you know, right? This gives you exclusive bonus, right?
Yeah, this gives you exclusive access to all sorts of things.
Hey, also I think according to what someone said, these are the king and queen. So I don't know if that
are they?
Yeah. I think that's what someone said online. That's what these cards are.
I could believe that, but the backs of them have the icons on them are tycoons and buffers.
Yeah, that was a really weird shot when they showed
the front side. The front side, sure. If you can, I mean, based off of things that we know and the pattern of the Yamato. Mm-hmm. It sure does seem like that might be what they're going for, but that doesn't really explain why they have the Buffa and Tycoon icons on them.
That was such a fucking weird shot. As soon as they showed, like, what is this supposed to imply? This is like the weirdest thing, right? Does this mean like? So with these cards, you get unlimited spending to use on the riders. Like you can't use these cards onto.
Also, it doesn't really make sense. Because, I mean, look, we'll find out once episode 42 happens. Mm-hmm. But, like, if this is the way that they turn into Yamato, that really fucks up the entire situation of, like, well, then why do we need Daichi around if the DGP can control Yamato? Why do we need Archimedal around if the DGP can control Yamato? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If this isn't part of their game, then why do they still have access to the Yamato? It doesn't. The organization of this organization is all out of whack.
Yeah.
Anyway,
look, there's so much of this organization we don't know. Like it took us like 40 episodes to find out there was a warehouse, right?
Yeah.
It took us to find there was a warehouse and that their use of big bolded text used to be a security force, you know, right?
Yeah.
It didn't took us that long to figure out actually how this company actually works, you know, right?
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking, speaking of the Jamato, oh look, the culprit. It's, the Mad Hatter, Daichi Isuzu, Nudge Sparrow, with his hair down. I thought
enhance this footage first, you know?
If only we could enhance and, fix the visual distortion on it. Oh no, computer isn't advanced enough to figure it out. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's Nudge Sparrow in a fucking cloak, but does it even matter who it is, really? Like, would it have even mattered? It's just like, hey, let's go find this guy and kill him. Yeah. Like, next time we see him.
We've been talking a lot about Daichi in this show and his purpose and how it just keeps getting more insane and how irrelevant he is to the show. In fact, they're just throwing stuff at him to see if this works, you know, right?
I mean, literally, they're throwing fucking goddamn Jamato fetuses at him and letting him eat them and just going...
I mean, I guess they technically do explain it, right? When Baraba took his... I guess that's how this happened.
Well, yeah, but, like... That still doesn't really make sense because it's, again... Buffa didn't kill Nudge Sparrow. He just broke his core ID like he did for everybody else. Mm-hmm. So, even if... Okay, right.
But breaking the core ID doesn't kill the person, right? It just makes them like, hey,
right. It takes away their memories of it.
You're no longer legally called Kamen Rider. Just like how we can't legally call this a submarine in our contract, and that you're acknowledging all risks when you're in our.
It was a submersible
vehicle, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. I mean, look, they signed a contract, but like, this is
Like, this is such a
weird Baraba picked up
his character.
Picked up the. We knew that Baraba took the shards of Nudge Sparrow's core ID, right? And we knew that she had them on her. And we know that Ace restored the memories we know that he restored the memories of writers like Neon and Sarah who got their IDs destroyed, and then like so that they're still have their memories, still have their character development, don't have their Kamen Rider abilities.
Right. But even his episode, hey, fuck that cord, I don't need that shit anymore. I got Jama. I don't know how, right? Because there's like no ever any progression within the series that this was building up to hell being that Jama totally.
Well, that's the thing.
Like,
I think
you want to learn a new hobby? Hey,
I think that was the reason why. I think that is the reason why he was around, like, with Baraba during the JGP.
Yeah.
Was that I think she was basically trying to have him shadow Archimedo, I guess. Because like he was there because Daichi was like the only witness when he got
they never showed
when he fed himself to the. I mean, he was watching Archimedo. He was watching Archimedo.
I go to my job and watch people at my job, but that doesn't mean I actually want to do this job. You know,
but look, Baraba wanted. It was a loosely implied possibility. Am I saying it was definitively the fucking answer? No, but that's what they're going for, of like, hey, this is what we always meant this to be.
This is what our grandmaster plan was.
Yeah, remember when Daichi was the only one around that watched Archimedo get eaten by the Diplodocus fucking Jamato? That was clearly a sign. That was clearly a sign that he was taking a vested interest in the fucking Jamato process, I guess.
Oh wow,
sure.
Claire can eat people? That's crazy. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
But the other thing is, like, he could have... But again, the show could have just had Baraba take his shards and throw them into the Jamato dirt as fertilizer, and we'd get Jamato Nudge Sparrow.
That would make way more sense, right?
That would make way more sense.
That would have been a way greater mini subplot, you know, where everyone keeps...
Or, if fucking Baraba had just waited around and not fucking, like, glued it together herself, it probably could have been fixed on its own when Ace decided to give everybody their fucking memories back.
Yeah, but he can't fix core ID, so right.
I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't need the core ID just to get, because Daichi's not using his core ID anyway. He's not transforming into Nudge Sparrow.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't even be necessary. So like, unless he turns into a Yamato rider like Buffa did, there's no fucking point. Yeah, and we're running out of time. We don't have time for him to fucking turn into a Yamato rider.
Don't worry, at least his terrarium looks nice, you know? As a person with interest in terrariums, you know, right? Ignoring the fact that 3 out of 4 of my terrariums are dead, and I have to rebuild those 3, you know? His terrarium at least looks very good, you know? Right? These are nice little terrariums he has, you know.
Speaking of watching your little terrariums run around, oh boy, Sarah's at her new job. Oh look, the Yamato attack. What a surprise. Oh no, who are we going to see now that's going to help? Why, it's the reverse neckbeard himself, Daichi Isuzu, back here.
Hey, man, it's real funny. Like, do you think he has to take off this? He has to take and apply this makeup every single time. He has to switch between.
See, I assume that what they're trying to imply is that the makeup is some kind of corruption from him.
But it looks just really bad.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason I thought that there might have been like a misdirect with this, was like maybe there was Yamato, Nudge Sparrow and regular like Daichi.
Yeah,
like I thought too. But no, it's just one guy, and he's still an asshole, and he's still targeting Keiwa's sister because his goal in life is to torment this one fucking guy.
Yeah, like, he beat him. He was trying to have everyone vote against him, but they voted him out instead, you know? He lost one game of Among Us, and he never let that go, you know, right?
He took that personally.
Yeah, right? He got real mad about that. And then he also stopped playing Among Us right afterwards, too, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's like the type of guy that on the way home from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals would take out his phone and play and play Among Us in the car as we drive home, you know, right?
Jesus,
I'm not saying that anyone we know, you know, that would do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, that's the type of thing he would do.
It's a choice made. It's a choice a person can make. Yeah.
Yeah, look, but don't worry, that person that person can afford to play can afford to play Among Us on his phone on the ride home instead of talking to us about Yu-Gi-Oh. You know,
yeah, clearly.
Fun. Yeah.
Also, but hey, Kay was like, well, boy, my sister texted me last night and never came home. I feel like I should get this involved with the DGP. Which actually, you know what? That probably is a smarter decision than just fucking, like, calling the police. Because it's like, we could try and, like, go through this the litigious way. Or we could just show up on this guy.
Happens, right?
Well, it happens that night. So it means that
right, because
the timeline is Sarah was at work.
Revealed in this episode that he immediately, like within the scene, right before it cuts to Keiwa, Daichi takes out the little bottle and starts spraying.
Yeah, and he fills her up with his seeds.
Right. Yeah.
With his Yamato seed.
So because of that, we know that this really is immediately happening after. There's actually like no point for her to.
I think that Daichi just took her phone.
Okay, is that what? Okay, that's what I thought. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's making himself to be the. I don't know. He's texting himself to be like, oh yeah, hey, I'm the villain.
Wow. What? He could have said, I don't know, I'm hanging out with a friend tonight or whatever.
Right?
Don't wait up.
It's really
yes, he
could have just named himself.
He could have.
Right,
but he's really bad. We've explained this before. He's a really bad genius.
Yeah,
like he's a really dumb smart person. It makes
no sense that if he took Sarah's phone and says, "Yeah, hey, I read the Daichi." Also, P.S. By the way, he also seems to know something about the Yamatos. I don't know if you guys made that connection yet, but here's a little hint. You know, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that he's trying to get them to show up because he wants to harass them, which is still not a good plan.
Right.
Like, if that's your plan, I mean, sure, you've accomplished it. I just don't know why you're doing that. Like, that doesn't make you...
Right.
Like, that's not a smart play.
Mm-hmm. Alright, his plan is just really... His entire plan really makes no sense. It's just really bad, right? Like, hey, look, I saw I read in the American newspaper, this is what serial killer used to do. I'll do it too myself, you know, right? They used to send out cipher codes and everything, but I'm just
to be fair, it's like that woman in, what was it? It happened a week or two ago in, like, China, where it was like China or South Korea, where, like, a woman, murdered somebody because
who watched too many, watched too many true crime
true crime stuff. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then she just went, I wonder if I can do that, and then did, and killed a person, dismembered them, and then when she was caught almost immediately by the fucking like Lyft driver or whatever that she got in the car with a bag full of body parts, that like she just said, I regret everything that I did, and it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Found out that South Korea is very pro murder. It turns out for conviction. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait to how she thinks about the electric chair. You know, do you think any of her true crime podcasts?
I think she'll find it shocking.
Yeah.
I think she'll find it shocking.
Right.
Anyway, speaking of shocking, hey, look, our boy Hallelujah's out here, fucking throwing hands with Jito. Boy, again, he's like the right combo of like shitlord and fucking like actual competent game master. Like he can throw down, but he's also got his tiny little opera glasses, like binoculars. And he's just, like, dance fighting on him. It's fucking wild. But yeah, hey, they're very... The DGP is very insistent on getting back Sumeri to make... make a new goddess.
They didn't have a backup plan, you know, at some point.
Their backup plan was Sumeri, apparently.
They didn't have a backup plan for their backup plan, you know, right?
Yeah, they never expected her to have to somehow actualize free will and thought.
Right.
But then I guess because we're still not really communicating, even though we've given them all the riders the ability to like hunt down Yamato, Buffa takes it on himself to attack the weird wooden butt plug in the middle of the fucking sidewalk. Which I mean, yeah, honestly, there's.
Oh man, I love
he's
how
not
the
wrong for this.
It's still here, right?
Yeah,
hey,
it's been a day,
right? Because this is
it's a new day, but you know, you gotta fucking rope off the crime scene. You gotta keep everything as it was for forensics.
So the detective comes in and takes a look at it, right? They gotta figure out
somebody has to go down. Someone has to go down the ground and like find the. As we remember, we found out that Yamato have body fluids, so they gotta go down, put their fingers in the Yamato body fluids, and touch them with their.
They gotta go through.
They
gotta
lick them to their, put them to their fingers and go. Yes, this is Yamato. This is definitely Yamato seed right here.
Right.
This is pure Colombian Yamato right here.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. And then Buffa decides to beat the shit out of the Yamato, and Baraba's like, "Ooh, you're gonna get sad after this."
Oh yeah, hey, where's your cool Yamato powers? You know, right?
Yeah, if only you could still be, if only you were still Muso Buffa.
Yeah,
sure.
Right, hey man, hey, where's your final? Hey, nice final form, you know, right? Good thing hey, that was your one chance of getting a final form, you know, right? Right?
Yeah, and then fucking goddamn. Daichi reveals that he has a Yamato form.
Yeah.
Still not clear that because again,
this whole Daichi being pro Yamato now makes no fucking sense within the show.
Because also it's not like.
Also, he looks like a cockroach spider. I just want to point this out.
I mean, he looks like he very much looks like a cockroach, and it really bothers me because it makes me think of a cockroach, and it's never fun to find a cockroach, whether it's alive. If you find a dead cockroach, it's honestly just as bad as finding a live cockroach because it's like, well, that means there was a cockroach around here, and I didn't know about it until it died of its natural causes, and that means it could have been up to who the fuck knows before it died. I don't like that at all. Also, like a cockroach, Daichi, Nudgebear refuses to fucking die, and is hard to fucking, like, get rid of.
Yeah, he's fast. He has
he's fast as fuck, boy.
He has that stupid, water...
Is he a cockroach, or is he supposed to be a termite? Because there's, like, sand coming out, so he's, like, it seems more like he's digging through the ground.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that one because he has a terrarium and everything? Do you think he's a springtail Yamato?
Hold on, let's see if the wiki says anything. Right. I'm gonna if the wiki has decided on what he's supposed to be. You keep talking. I'm going to his fucking.
Okay, yeah. Look, he says, hey, you want to find out where your sister is? Oh boy, hey, I'm gonna give you her location now. You know, right? Hey,
fuck.
Uh-oh.
Trilobite.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that he's a trilobite. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, once again, it's another, like, goddamn Paleozoic fucking monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, extinct marine arthropod. So it's just like the Diplodoncosaur.
Right? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really get why he is that, but okay, sure. But the other thing is also, right, so if Buffa was turning into a Yamato so much, but didn't actually, like, fully materialize that, but his process was getting leaves on him, why is Daichi's looking like a pie went off in his fucking mouth?
Oh boy, hey, did this like a Pokemon evolution where like Buffa could have had the opportunity to become
to smear makeup all over the side of his face?
He was like, I'm gonna press B. Yeah, no.
Everstone.
Look, I can evolve, you know, or I can learn Hydro Pump at level 37 instead, you know. I can wait a level, you know, right? I don't want to learn Hydro Pump at level 30, at like level 39. I want to learn at level 37, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
yeah. Anyway, fucking Geats decides to fucking hold off Trilobite Jim over here.
Hey, look,
fucking...
a worthy adversary for Geats and all his god creation power. You know?
Yeah, if only he... Wow, I can't believe that he's so strong.
Yeah.
Hey, once again, Buffa out here showing everybody the right way to use the zombie chainsaw sword.
Yeah, man.
Because he fucking charges it with just stomping on it. It's awesome.
They keep inventing new ways for them to do the poison.
Yeah, he also...
You think they've done it every single... You think they explored all possibilities, but like, no. He keeps like,
They're really having fun ways being creative with it. I want to see... God. What other ways could they do that wouldn't be, like... The only other way that I can think of them doing it would be, like, lewd and improper. Like, if Buffa just put it between his legs and yanked it out like it was his dick. But, like, that's the only other way I could... Like, I think they've pretty much done it... They've done it off of other people. They've done it, like... holding it between the arms. They've done it just normally with their hand. They've done it with their feet. They've done it, like, hit it in midair, like, hitting people. Like, it's a pretty fucking versatile weapon.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like, all the ways for you to do your, like, his cool little finisher move. He's like, hey, Bubba is like, it was like, he's experienced, like, this is why, look. I do not fear the person that used 100 different rise buckle, right? I fear the person that used
one rise buckle 100 different ways. Yeah.
Right? That's what he is.
I mean, he's truly mastered the zombie buckle.
Yeah, he's a big fan of that.
Yeah. Anyway, Kawa makes it just in time to watch Buffa kill the Yamato possessing his sister.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because he has to, fucking Kawa goes apeshit and is mad at Buffa because he killed his sister. But it's like, I don't know, man. What else was he gonna do? You know? There wasn't anything else that could happen.
He's gonna use his god creation power
to do what? To change people back?
Yeah.
If he could have done that, then he should have done that with all the Yamato from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Instead, this isn't like the fucking the flames, like either the light sword or when Toma awakened it, the flame sword in Saber, where he got the power to separate people from the fucking whatchamacallit, the fuckers, the fuck, what were they? Against the what the fuck were they?
Oh boy!
The more of the monsters in fucking Saber.
The fuck. The Rowdy Rough
Hold on.
The Rowdy Rough Boys?
Yeah, see, that's the things. We kept calling them other things. The Megiddo, yeah. When Toma got the power, between Toma and Yuri, they had the power to separate people. This isn't like that. We haven't seen that, like, Geats 9 can, like, separate people from the fucking Yamato.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, like that. Oh, okay. Or like in Revites when they
with the Gifu stamp, yeah.
Yeah. When they can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's no proven, like, a way to turn them back. So as far as we know,
hello, man.
I'm just saying, when Daichi fucking turns them, they get turned.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he fucking...
Yeah, and then we find out that, look, it was me. Look. It was me. I was the one that did it. You know, right? Yes. I don't know why we needed a shot of me. Right? I think the cut between Daichi revealing his death. Oh yes, it was me that did it. Right?
Yeah.
And then the cut of him showing was really unneeded, even though we clearly know he's the one that's doing it. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Like if they cut before he took anything out of his fucking his stupid little bag. Right?
Yeah, we would have. Yeah, we would have
Then
done.
we could have built the mission, but then they just cut to then. But then we already know from the frame cuts that he already pulled out the stupid beaker, his stupid little terrarium that he carries in his bag like a little idiot. You know?
Yeah,
right?
he just wants to play with his ants like as he's there.
Yeah, right.
And then fucking Sarah gets sucked up into the ground like a fucking sinkhole. Because it's not just enough for her to die. When you die as a Yamato, you die as in a sand pit, I guess. You get taken to sand hell.
You get dematerialized, I guess.
It's not even you get dematerialized. She just got covered up in vines and then sucked down into a hole. I also feel like Keiwa could have, I don't know, he could have tried fucking slashing at it with Ninja Buckle or just like trying harder to hold her up.
That the Ninja Buckle can pretty much do anything, you know, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's fast as fuck, boy. But yeah, anyway, Keiwa
doesn't like that.
Keiwa's all sad, and he cries all over his sister's hair buckle. Oh, a hair buckle! Ooh, I wonder what'll happen.
Yeah. I like how Buffa does. I like how Mija just straight up admits it, right? Like, I mean, technically.
What else was he gonna do? Again, I don't blame Buffa for this. He did what he was gonna do, and what else could have been done? Like, there's no definitive way that they can be turned back, so he had to stop him.
Yeah,
you know. Are you gonna have this same conflict every time, like, a stage 2 fucking Yamato shows up? Maybe, but based off of how Keiwa's character arc is going, no, he won't. He's just gonna become. We gotta stop. We gotta stop making everybody edgy at the end. We gotta stop turning the secondary rider into an edgelord.
Well, hey, my favorite part is when Keiwa starts punching Michinaga and Michinaga just accept it. Do you think he accepted because he feels remorse, or he knows that, boy, he's not gonna throw a real punch, you know? I'm just gonna.
I mean, it's probably a little column A, column B.
Yeah, right. He's like, okay, look.
He's like, I mean, I'm sorry that this happened, but also that really didn't hurt.
Right. Yeah, hey, look, and then meanwhile, Kekra is like, oh, he's eating. He's like, oh,
yes, it's all according to plan.
This is what Kamen Rider is all about, you know, right?
It's not Kamen Rider without tragedy and needless death.
That's right, you know, that's what I want my Kamen Riders to be. I want them to have sex and violence and gore and everything, you know. I need them
to be sad boys.
This is how I want my dark Western Kamen Riders to be.
The only Kamen Rider I'll accept is one that's brooding.
Yeah.
Give me more Robert Pattinson's Kamen Rider, okay?
Right, that's right. That is what I love to see it in my Japanese kids show. You know?
I want Zack Snyder's Kamen Rider. Okay, give me the Snyder cut of Kamen Rider.
The Keiwa cut. Ooh.
Yeah, the Keiwa. Keiwa Miller's gonna bring everything back. Don't you worry.
Jesus.
So what if he's got that farm upstate? Ignore that.
Yeah. And then hey, look, then it's nighttime. You know.
Yeah, and then it's nighttime, and then
I think it's real funny. I can't tell, but is this the same location where?
Yeah, they make it seem like he never left for the last, 3 hours.
So it's like the same
walked away. It makes it look like Buffa, Kekura, and Baraba all walked away.
Right, they're like, all right.
And then... and also that fucking... And then, I understand that this is supposed to be, like, metaphorical or figurative that this happens, but then we see him transform into a new form at the end, and that... there's
this is a really
doesn't.
good fucking shot. I actually did a double take when I was watching this scene. I actually thought my eyes were tricking me, you know, right? Right? The scene with the rain and it's showing his showing the fuck. I think it's called Shogun or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, it's Bujin.
Yeah, Bujin Shogun, right? This is such a fucking good shot. Holy fuck! What an amazing shot!
Yeah.
How this was filmed. But yeah, no, I just think it's funny that Kayla just stay here for the rest of the day, and then at some point you think like everyone else just walked away, like. Like it's like that scene that when we were watching Revice, right, with George, right? How he was like that when he was at his own stupid little Juga.
Oh yeah. After he fucking broke down and was sad about his daddy leaving him,
right?
And then everybody was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. We were just talking among each other, you know, right?
Yeah.
We were like, hey, Iki, how's your memory? And he's like, who the fuck are you guys? Right?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what's happening?
Right?
Why is this guy crying and sniveling like a little
crying on the ground?
Crying and sniveling like a little bitch on the ground.
Right? What's up? What's his deal? Right?
Isn't this a grown ass adult next to me?
Right. That's what like the thing. This is what happened in the scene. That he was just standing, everyone else just walked away and like okay.
Yep, they just they had other things to do.
Yeah, right. I think it's also funny that Ace never comes back. And his boy, man, I really want to know what happened after, right after like this whole like Kekra and Baraba had like their whole little like yes, I'm growing my precious little Kamen Rider, right? And
our plan is coming together.
Just like at 12 p.m. or some shit, or like 2 a.m. in the morning, right now, right? It has to be the dead of night, right?
Yep.
Right, like everyone just kind of walked away, you know, right? He's just stood there, right? Yeah, I think it's real
I wonder what, and we'll get to find out what happens next.
Hey, boy, hey, cool new form. Anyway, hey, look, I made a meme and everything, so.
Oh, thanks, cool. Don't make me do work right now. Life's on fire.
You had a lot of stuff to do, so.
There's a lot of stuff that I still have to do. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Here you go.
Oh God.
Hey, that's my favorite thing to do with Kamen right now. Now that I know what the subtitle font that people use, right, and I can just make fake subtitles and post them on.
Oh yeah.
Just replace them with movie quotes instead. Is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty great.
Yeah, right. No one can like no one can tell if this is a real quote that was said because people. It's really funny because I've been doing this a lot now mainly with my needs, right? So where people ask, "Boy, was this a real quote in the episode?" It's working. My fake, my misinformation is happening.
To be fair, I mean, in the Revice movie, Vice straight up said was saying shit like on fleek or whatever. Like, so who knows? It's all possible.
All right. Hey, hey, is that this week's episode?
Nah, I think that's this week's episode.
All right.
Or last week's episode.
Or whatever. This is just another. This is just another Monday.
Look, if there's one thing I've learned about Kamen Rider Geats is that time doesn't matter and you can always go back.
Yeah, right. Look, as long as you upload the episode before the next episode, it doesn't matter, you know, right? All right.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to say in this episode? You want to save everything for next week's episode 41?
Next week's episode. Yep.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff. Boy, I got a lot of stuff to say about next week's episode.
Yep.
All right. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Coronavirus is still a thing. Washington's order message boosters a thing now. Kate, thanks. Bye.